Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Joslyn Davis, and you are back at Clever TV. Today, my partner in crime, Dana Ward, and I are very excited to be chatting with one of the stars of ABC Family's new show, The 9 Lives of Chloe King. It is Grey Damon in the studio.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
How's it going?
It's going really well now that you're here because our fans are absolutely loving your show. What's the response been like for you? Is it kind of crazy or?
Just a few episodes in, keep in mind.
Yeah, I'm good, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really been out that much lately, so I guess when I go out again, I'll see how the response is.
Have you been recognized or had a fan come up to you or anything like that from this show?
Not this one in particular, no. But, I mean, the show's still pretty new, so.
Very exciting. So for people
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, exactly. For people who have not had the chance to tune in, which I highly suggest, what kind of is the show about, briefly?
It's about this girl who on her 16th birthday develops these abilities, and they're like cat abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's this ancient like goddess or god in Egyptian times who it sort of like spawns from, I guess. So it kind of like reflects that whole thing, and she kind of just runs around fighting crime and junk, and it's very, very cool. It's, you know, it's always fun to watch shows with these women who are like empowered and like very independent and strong, you know.
And you play Brian. How does your character fit into the plot line?
Well, my father is basically the villain, and unbeknownst to me, but and I'm also in love with Chloe.
Like instantly, basically, right?
Kind of a problem.
It's sort of like but Chloe.
Conflict.
Yeah,
there.
It is an issue. Yeah, and more so than you think, actually, because there's a lot of reasons why I can't be intimate with humans, and then there's reasons why I shouldn't be intimate with her. And
so there might be something else. We've already learned that Chloe basically kills anyone who she kisses.
Right. Exactly.
That's a non-my.
So that's an issue.
Yeah, but then there might be something reverse for Brian.
Maybe, I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
I like this.
I think that's
I
what
mean,
you
my
said.
dad is after her, so that's one issue there, but
It's kind of complicated. It's kind of a complex situation when your dad's trying to kill the girl that you're trying to date,
yeah,
right?
but I don't know this though, so I mean,
Exactly.
At least you
as
won't
far as the
claim-
stress
you won't
goes
claim
on
that
Brian,
you know.
you know.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. I mean, the truth is that I honestly don't know what they want to do with my character. I mean, I try to like ease in there and ask these questions, but they're very quiet about it, and I like that actually. It's cool to like sort of not know what's going to happen until the next episode, even for us, you know, not just for the audience.
Now, so far we've seen really good chemistry on screen between you and your co-star. Can you talk to us a little bit about the audition process and how you guys got matched up?
There was 3 Brians who they were looking at, and there were 3 Chloes, and they kind of
Did everyone look the same, by the way, or were there different looks?
No. They had the girl Skylar Samuels who plays Chloe is very much an individual in the way she looks. You know, she's
beautiful. Oh my gosh,
she's
beautiful
stunning.
hair. Yeah.
That's no mystery.
Yeah.
But they had these 3 beautiful girls there, and I was like, wow, you know,
This is cool.
it was very, like a score.
And there were 3 good-looking guys, I'm sure.
There were 2 other
right?
Brians besides myself, and one of them's actually a good friend of mine now, and they were both like really stand-up nice guys, you know. That's what I loved about it is when you audition for something like ABC Family, for this company in particular, I think they really like quality people as well as actors, because it kind of shines through when you're doing the project and whatnot. And everyone there seemed very sweet and nice, and I guess is the same thing, but they all seemed like decent people, and so it's one of those auditions where you kind of feel bad that you booked it, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, that guy's so nice though, you know? He deserved it just as much as, you know?
But what about Skylar? Why do you guys think that you kind of really like meshed well during the audition? Or
I don't know.
was
We kind of locked eyes before we went in, and I don't mean like we were instantly in love, you know? She's more like a sibling now, you know? But yeah, no, I mean, I think we just sort of like saw each other and we're like, we would work well together, and I think we kind of just liked each other's energy, you know, and kind of just went in from there, and it just worked. You know, when we went in the room, everyone that went into the room, you could see that they had this like nervousness to them, and it's like the last part of the audition process, which is the most nerve-wracking because you don't know where it's gonna go.
So close.
Yeah, and sometimes even when this is supposed to be the last part, they like do like a nationwide search, and so you gotta wait like a month and then come back, and it's like still like nerve-wracking, and you just hope that like you get it because this industry is so. You know. But Skylar and I we just clicked, and we played off each other well, and she's so smart, you know. She's really easy to work off of. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, so I feel terrible if I don't get the best sleep the night before when it's harder to remember your lines and whatnot. And she's on because she does everything in the world. Like, she goes to school and she does all this stuff, and it's kind of funny because the whole cast they're smart kids, you know. I feel a little intimidated a lot of the time.
But you're playing this character who's like the best potential boyfriend on the planet. What's it like playing a character like that? I mean, do you feel like you're pulling from your real life at all?
Ben's character, Alec, is actually, they're both good guys.
True,
but he's harder to sort of see. He's kind of harder to unwrap, you know. And Brian is kind of hard to just figure out in general, I think, because he doesn't really disclose a lot of information a lot of the time. I mean, even throughout like the whole season, you know. I think this last episode, like, we are working on the last season finale right now, filming it.
Really?
Wow.
What's going on?
I'd love to tell you,
but
I guess you just have to watch it.
Nice try, Dana.
Yeah, I was really working that one, right?
What's going on? Your tact is just unmatched.
Exactly. One thing I really want to know about, there's so many stunts going on so far from what we've seen these first few
cat
episodes.
Fingers, which are just wild.
What is up with that? She just
I don't know.
Her claws. Have you been with Skylar when she's in hair and makeup and like getting this stuff done? Is it painful? What has she said to you about it?
No. All I've heard is like passing by stuff, you know, like she'll talk about it, and she'll talk about how cool it is. And I actually wanted to get into special effects before I wanted to become an actor.
Really?
Yeah, because I have a very artistic family, and we like paint and build junk and stuff.
Cool.
And Skylar, you know, I've heard her talk about just in passing, like about, you know, the cool. They sculpt the nails, and then they have like the CGI, so it like can like slip out and whatnot. And it's very cool. And then they have like, they do like camera tricks, and then we have this amazing stunt coordinator.
Yeah, because it's like choreography, all these sunsets. Are you going to be participating in any, by the way?
He taught me how to box, actually.
Really?
Yeah, in episode 2, you kind of get to see a little bit of that.
With your dad. Yeah. Very intense,
by the way. We came to blows.
Literally, it was crazy. Something else I want to ask about is, I know that, you know, your mom, your character's mom has been murdered. And are we going to be getting any more info as far as that's concerned?
Yeah, as the season progresses, we sort of get deeper in that world. It's kind of what's interesting about Brian, you know? Because right now, personally, I don't feel like people are getting to see how interesting character Brian is, you know? He's just like, he's sort of just breaking into it. You know, Alex's character is interesting right off the bat, you know? He's a friggin' my cat, okay?
Yeah.
You know? How do you compete with that?
Exactly, and he's British. Like, you guys are really making this hard for me. It's like this is obviously your choice, right? And I'm over here like no, okay. But no, in all seriousness, Brian's character is just, I was really excited to see where they took him, because I wasn't worried, but I was kind of like, well, I hope they like do something fun with him, you know. And they've definitely like progressed on his character and made him more interesting.
Any superpowers? Any weird like animal thing? Like
could be
cat, dog. I don't know.
He's actually pigeon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, part pigeon.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool.
Wow, those are intense.
Little pigeon wings that like.
That's gonna be some serious CGI right there.
Oh yeah. It's hard to fly though.
Oh,
just that mass with those little wings.
Would you, knowing what you know now, do you think Brian would rather be on the side of the cats or on the side with the family?
The Rezas. I feel like there's something there. Like he might have to choose between his family.
Well, Brian, Brian gets a little more involved with his father as the season progresses, and you know, sort of tries to get closer to him and whatnot. And with that, you know, it's sad. Brian is the most clueless person on this show. He really is. He has no idea what's going on with anyone. He doesn't know what his dad's doing. He doesn't know what's going on with Skylar, even though he's like in love with this girl, you know. And he's I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I think that Brian is good in his heart. Honestly, I don't know if he is though, because they're kind of like, I kind of find out if he's getting better or worse with each episode. As far as evilness goes, there's not any like really as of yet from where we can see in the season as the episodes have aired. There's not anything that really suggests that he is going to the dark side or anything like that, and that his father is like the Darth Vader-esque type character, and Skylar being the like Luke Skywalker. You know, if you want to reveal my nerd side. But
nerds rule the world, my friend.
It's so true.
Hey,
it's so true.
Embrace it.
Now, since like every episode reveals something very important, was there a certain amount of secrecy kept as you were shooting all of these episodes? Or was it just a normal, hey, here's your script, show up? Or did you have to actually keep things quiet?
Well, there are books and they are popular. So I think they wanted to keep certain things secret just so that we didn't like sway the audience in any particular direction. But yeah, I did learn things as I went, as I would go on. I knew certain things, you know, so I knew how to go with the character, at least to a certain degree. But as far as knowing exactly what's going on, not at all. And the writers are changing stuff up in the writing room.
So they're not exactly like the books.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not exactly like the books. There's this, you know, Dan, but Dan is the executive producer, Dan Berenson, and he's a very smart guy, and he just the way I haven't read the books, which is really embarrassing, but
you're admitting it, so
I like to be honest.
Yeah, that's good.
And it might kind of make you like want to be like the character in the book, and your character might be different.
Actually, it's funny. Grace Phipps, who plays Amy on the show.
Oh, she's funny.
She is funny. She's a terrific actress. But she read all the books, and so I'll go to her and like ask her like questions. And she told me, she's like, you know, I don't know if they hired you for this, but you have his mannerisms. You do Brian's mannerisms.
Oh wow.
Unknowingly, and I'm like,
that's crazy.
So like yeah, and she like I guess in the books he like messes with his mouth a lot. Like he's always like doing weird stuff with his mouth.
And you just automatically did that for the character?
I just do weird stuff with my mouth. You know, I might be like chewing on an eggplant or something. I don't know. I don't know why that popped in my head.
It's totally meant to be then. That's awesome. And that's so cool that you get to work with someone who you're already friends with, Grace. What's it like behind the scenes working on the show?
I met her like a month before that actually, just like because we kept running into each other at auditions.
Oh, that's
you know.
funny.
And she's in Fright Night actually. Yeah, and she's just like I kept running into her. And we kind of became buddies, you know.
Yeah, waiting in the casting room like, hey,
are you following me?
Yeah. I asked her that actually. I was like, look, stop stalking me, okay? This is getting really freaky. You just need to just relax.
Go find your own job.
Yeah.
So I have a question. If you had 9 lives, what's the craziest thing you would do? Because you wouldn't have to worry about actually dying until the 9th one.
Yeah, no, I would like do crazy junk. I'd like become a secret agent and a ninja and a superhero.
Ninjas.
And like, do I get just the 9 lives, or do I get like the nails of a bag lady too, or like how does this go?
I don't know. It's up to you. I know a bag lady.
Well, you know, like those they.
What?
No, like
I was just
the way that her nails, like, you know, they're really cool on the show, but if you just hear about them, they sound like the nails that like somebody at a grocery store would like bag your groceries with, you know?
Gnarly
or like
nails.
the girl who's like, hold on, call wait, and you know, like the
No, you get cool nails. You get the cat nails.
I get the cool nails. I get those with the 9 lives.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I would do awesome junk. I would do all sorts of awesome junk.
You could do all that without the nails, though. But it would just be that much cooler with the nails.
And I try to, but the whole fear of death thing does like pull me back a little bit. I was like,
slightly.
Do I really want to jump off this cliff into that rocky water? I don't know.
Have you done any crazy things like skydiving? Or?
Yeah, I've skydived. I've dirt biked on like really like narrow cliffs and whatnot. I've ATV'd in like fields where you don't know where it drops off and stuff. I've done some like.
You live on the
Sounds
edge.
like you think you have 9 lives. Scary.
I'm very lucky, so.
What about, I have a good question. Are you a cat person? Are you into cats?
I have a
own
cat.
cats?
Yeah, I have a cat.
Perfect.
How
It wasn't
fitting.
like a plan or anything. Her name's Sophie, actually. And she's like the coolest. She's like a dog. And I know that when people are cat people, like the creepy cat people, you know, they like,
We're
oh
probably
my.
watching your show,
Yeah.
actually.
Then I'm sorry.
I love you.
Thank you for owning cats. We need to unite. No, but Sophie's like she really is like a dog. Like she will sit if I tell her to sit and stuff. It's so
no
cool.
way.
Yeah. And she like cuddles up to me and like burrows into me when I'm like trying to sleep. I don't know. Or she'll like knead my head, you know, and I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it, I'm trying to sleep.
Oh man. Well, congratulations on the show.
Thank
I can't
you.
believe
Yeah,
this
we're
is,
very excited
you know,
about it.
just a few episodes in. People are already loving it. We're dying to see where it's gonna go. You'll have to come back and
Me
fill us
too.
in more. You too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little in the dark here myself. But
Oh man. Well, thank you again so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having
And
me.
of course, and all of you guys out there watching, make sure to stick with us here on Clever TV for all the latest on all your favorite shows. I'm Joslyn Davis with Dana Ward, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.